Hey everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we have a lot to cover. A lot. We're welcoming just David. Oh my gosh. Could I just tell you guys, it is 5:55 in the morning here in New York City. On Thursday, I woke up to 8 trillion DMs. Our podcast was so heavily featured last night on Real Housewives of Miami. I don't like to take laps, I really don't. Because I find taking a lap, I don't know, I really should just be nicer to myself. I find taking a lap is just a distraction from the work that needs to be done. I really look absolutely horrible today. I just would like everybody to know who is watching on YouTube. I am not impressed at all with my performance. But we were featured all night on Real Housewives of Miami. Which I never watch in real time, but Miss Anakin Koses was like, "No, you should really watch it. Your podcast is the entire first half of the episode." Man, we'll come back to Miami, but you know what I just have to say before we even get into the Monica of it all? Oh, we're going to talk about it, guys. As I'm watching this Real Housewives of Miami, they cut to this podcast chat with Anna so many times. And they refer to an Anna said on the podcast last year, which everyone should listen to, January 23rd, 2023 is the episode. You could DM me if you can't find it. But I mean, they cut to the fact that Anna said that, you don't take someone like Lisa home. That's for there. It's not for takeout. That's not a nice thing. But they cut to that. We've beat this, rotting corpse to death, which, Anna's daughter Beba did say on the podcast. They cut to all these things she's saying about Alexia. And I'm just sitting there. Now, I didn't say them. Anna said them and Beba said them, but I do have questions that I craft here with my expert skills that lead to these moments. And I'm just thinking, like, listen, there's really no ego because at the end of the day, you guys care about the housewives. It's not about me. But as I sit there watching this episode of Real Housewives of Miami, I'm like, you know, did we do that? And I mean we, I guess I mean me, right? I mean, we're all in this together, guys. Did I do this? Like, did I single-handedly create all this drama? I kind of. I mean, she called her the rotting corpse on my podcast. She said these things about Lisa on the podcast. It's this podcast episode. This is why Bravo had no choice but to call me, which they did, and said, "We really need you to sign off on the use of this." God, should have held out for all sorts of money. But we all know that it doesn't work like that in reality TV. And I'm not saying I walked away with nothing, guys. But man, but let's just take a lap, right? Let's just take a lap of what we're doing here. It's the first show of the new year. Can we just I guess be proud of ourselves? I'm doing my job, but part of me just sat there like, does anybody else, do all my listeners, do all of you realize as we sit here, like we caused this whole episode of Real Housewives of Miami? All that drama, the first half between Anna and these girls was really because of I say we, but I guess I have to say me. I have a wonderful team here, but I'm the one asking the questions. I'm the one that just sits back and takes a sip of my coffee when someone's saying something. Yeah, I mean, when the words came out that Marysol was a rotting corpse, I thought, maybe this would be something. Didn't think we'd be on the Real Housewives of Miami for the whole first half of the episode. So it's not about me. It's just about me in the sense of like, I'm sitting there and I'm being like, I don't feel guilty because I'll never feel guilty for doing my job. But man, like, I think we caused all this fucking drama. This is like the actual episode on Bravo. And I think we caused this. So I guess I was patting myself on the back a little bit. Although my job is to, I guess, create drama. Man, I'm like a shadester. Sorry, I'm just sipping my coffee. By the way, for everyone who has been asking me and slipping into my DMs, yes, this is 1 week later from last week's Patreon episode. Oh my God. I ended up having COVID. I don't know if I told you this, and I don't know how everyone else deals with COVID, but For me, it was only 4 days, but 4 days for me is a lot to be laid out. Last Thursday, when we recorded this episode, thank you. I mean, you all seem to love the episode. I mean, I don't know how. I was literally on my deathbed. On my deathbed. Okay. The David's Daily Dish, the little quick hits. We've started it. We did it this week with Monica from Salt Lake. But we have so much more. Those quick hits are only 8 minutes, guys, and then we move on. Let's get into the Monica of it all. And let's pat me on the back for RHOM. Come on. I never pat myself on the back. Okay, great. That and $1.50 will buy me not even a cup of Starbucks today. Let's get into it. My children, my children. I love my children. The Monica of it all. Listen, we're going to get into next season and whether Miss Monica has a future. But I mean, look, spoiler alert, if you didn't know, Monica is a reality avantiste. Okay. I love saying reality avantiste. I just thought of something else to add to this conversation. I had to take myself a note. I mean, let's just go back to it, regurgitate it for everyone who hasn't seen it. I mean, this person, like all of you, I gave Melissa's old note. I'm going to give Melissa's old nose a shout out again. It's the one that I just think of, but all of them. Jennifer Aydin's toilet, Jennifer Aydin's 16 bathrooms, Karen Huger's hot box. I don't know. Allison Dubois' e-cigarette. Someone I think has someone's blunt. Giselle's bad fashion. I mean, we could keep going all day. Sonia's insanity. Ramona's Pinot Grigio. God, I should start a bunch of Insta accounts, a bunch of troll accounts. Loanne's cabaret. Bethany's ego. This is kind of fun. Oh my gosh. What else? Marysol's dead corpse. I'm sorry, that's not even a funny joke, but and by the way, Beba and Anna never said they want you to die, Marysol. Let's just go back and listen to the podcast. And that's the other thing. Every other word is like the podcast. And I listened to the podcast. And Nicole's like, I don't got time to listen to a podcast. Oh my gosh. So funny. But imagine having one of these troll accounts, we'll call it, because that's what the girls are calling it. I don't even know if I call it that. It's not really, I guess, a Finsta. I guess it is a Finsta. I don't know. Imagine having one of these accounts and literally your goal is to like take down this evil woman. Evil woman. Do you guys know? Did I ever tell you the story that Jen Shah's PR people? I guess in prison we have PR people now. Jen Shah's PR people called my PR people. Now this is like literally 2 years ago. We're over that. But Jen Shah's PR people called my PR people, and they were really mad at me. Guys, people get mad at me all day. My loyalty is towards you, children, not to these other people. And I mean, maybe that's why a lot of people hate me. But I'm just speaking the truth here. Jen Shah's PR called my PR people, and they were very, very upset that I talked poorly about this woman and said things like she's a criminal. I told my PR people, told her PR people to suck my dick and fuck off. Your client's in jail. She's convicted. She pleaded guilty. I think